Hello farmers, welcome back to Selendra. We have moved all the way to the month of April. I decided not to do nothing much more in February other than feed the chickens and take care of the sawmill from where we left off till now, and of course make sure the animals are all set. To get you caught up to speed and myself as a reminder of what's going on here at the farm. So this horse stable over here is going to get more horses eventually this month. The horses in the other stable, the mature ones, need to be brought over to this stable here. So that needs to be taken care of at some point this month. The grass fields are ready to be mowed sometime today. When I say today, I mean this month, and I think I'm clipping the fence. Of course I am. Might be the first time I've actually... Well, no, probably the second time I've done that. I think I've done it once with the mowers before. Alright, let's sneak on through there. So the grass fields are ready. The stone pines have finally hit their second growth stage. I think they're at 13 meters. I was going to say 17, but 13 and a half meters. So they got one more growth stage to go. Will they get there by the time we're done with the series? It's questionable. Seems like the stone pine take about a good year to get a growth stage in. As for all of our spruce trees, they're doing great. We got more than what we need, I do believe. Now, when I fed the sawmill last month, because we, at the end of February, where we left off, we had enough wood to get us to March. So I cut down 4 trees. I left the base of the trees here to make firewood at some point, and brought the top half of the trees over into the mill. The mill's probably going to run out before we get to it. It's got like 1,000 liters of wood left into it. So that's probably going to run out. As you may have guessed, we're going to be selling sheep first thing this morning because we haven't sold any sheep for a few months. And we do got some sheep over here that are worth 1,000 for sure. And I got to be careful over here because our canola field hit a second growth stage. So if I drive in that field, it's going to damage the crop. So I may back out of here when doing so. I came over with a telehandler to get the pallets of wool. Yeah, it was a little tricky. Yep, we just want to grab all 13. So actually we got 4 sets of sheep that I can see already that are worth 1,000. Yes, we do. They're worth 1,000. So we're just going to sell one set at a time like always, but for the next 4 months, we got sheep to sell and probably more than that as we move along here. Actually, you know what? Let's not back up because I'm probably not going to be doing good at that today. So let's zip around here. We'll take the road. Yeah, so I don't remember how many horses over here that need to be transported over to the other one, to the other stable, but we'll get that done at some point. And we'll destroy some crop there. The chickens are doing the chicken thing. I did feed them at the end of February. Oh, and also, when I logged back in after recording last episode, I was in game for like maybe 2 minutes, and the snow melted, just like that. All the snow just disappeared. So, just like that, we had snow, and then it was gone. It was all gone. The spinnery is doing as you would expect. It's definitely keeping up with the wool from the sheep, and we're getting a little low on the cotton for storage. I think we're down like to 5,000 liters of cotton. Not a whole lot. Now, another thing I do want to show you, and I'll show you once we sell the sheep, because we're going to pay off some of the loan. In the month of February and March, we did not sell anything. The only thing that was sold was the energy from the wind turbine that we got over by the greenhouses, and the sunflowers and the strawberries that are made in the greenhouses. We didn't sell anything else. And the farm is making between $5,000 to $6,000 a month the last 2 months. And of course, that's going to fluctuate a little bit depending on the price of sunflowers and strawberries. Energy, I think, has a flat rate price in FS22. I'm not too sure about that. But that's what I'm going with because they never show it anywhere on the market. Actually, I don't know. Do they actually show it? No, they don't show it here. They don't show energy. Maybe if I had the BGA, maybe that's where I saw on the hinterland, because we have a BGA that can store energy, and it may show me what the price of the energy is there, because we always have energy in storage. Here, it just gets sold automatically. All right, Earl, here you go. I'll be seeing you at least once a month for the next 4 months. Oh, sorry. I kind of rolled backwards when I didn't want to. Okay, let's come to a complete stop. There we go. 13 sheep, select, sell, 13,000. Thank you very much. Get it up to 25,000 for a little while. So if we look at our stock inventory, if we sell everything that we have at the best price, This is pretty interesting. We have about $660,000. Almost. We're shy of $900 of 660, but we're just going to round it off to 660 because it's a perfect number, because that's what we owe to the bank. Well, at least we did. Let's repay off, and we'll keep $5,000 in the bank, down to 640, looking a lot better. As for loan interest, yeah, nothing has really changed. We haven't paid nothing off since the silage bales, so we're pretty much still at the same. But it's going to get better, and it's going to get a whole lot better in the next month or so, because it's time to sell the fabric at some point in April to mid-May, somewhere in there. And of course, we're going to have a whole bunch of fabric to sell. I didn't see how much we got, but I'm thinking it's going to be over 300,000, because I think that's what it was last year. So just imagine paying off half that loan. That's going to save us about $1,000 a night in loan interest. I thought about getting rid of the firewood splitter when I logged back in, but I was like, you know what? We're going to make some more firewood and sell it, because it does good money, and we got plenty of spruce trees. And at this point, you know, we are, like you've seen, the farm is making a oh, I don't think I showed you. We are making a profit. We scroll on down. Yeah, you can see in February we made $5,900, and in March we made $5,500. So we're making money without doing anything, in a sense. We're going to bring the animal trailer back over here for now. But I will have to go over and grab those horses and transport them over to here. But I actually want to get to some farming. And actually, you know what? I just remembered, the drill's not here. The drill's actually over at the other horse stable. So we're going to bring the animal trailer with us and just drop it off. We'll pick up the seed drill. And I want to get planting the soybeans. At least get the soybeans in this episode. And then next episode we can focus on the sorghum. We got plenty of sorghum still. We still got some oats. So we're doing really good on the food for the animals. It's almost tempting me to possibly plant 2 fields of soybean over there. And I got to make up my mind after I get done with the first field. Alright, so I'm going to just go ahead and park the animal trailer where the trigger should be. I think the trigger is going to be like right, if I remember, it's going to be like right about here. Let me see here. Apparently not. Not in the trigger. I thought that's where the trigger was for the horse stable. Is the trigger... Oh, I think I just saw it for a second. I think it flashed up. Alright, you know what? Let's just leave it there. We'll figure out where it is later on. It's somewhere there. It's got to be. I shouldn't say it's got to be. I believe it is. Alright, let's find out what's in the drill. And we'll head over and start planting in some soybeans. Alright, a drill is ready to roll, actually. There's soybeans right there. 98% on the seed. And 86% on the fertilizer. No, stay out of the crop. Okay, destroyed a little bit of crop there. Alright, I'm not going to be able to make that turn, so let's go ahead and get the angle just right. There we go. Now we're all set. So, yeah, we're looking really, really good to have the loan paid off before the end of the year, maybe? Possibly? Could we possibly do it when we sell the planks in July? And then the rest of the year, it'd be nice to see the bank account actually build up with a lot of cash. And when I mean a lot of cash, I mean maybe get up to like $50,000 to $100,000? Possibly? And yeah, that means the series will be coming to an end at the end of this farming season. Not really much need to continue on this map, only because I know two people have said in the last couple episodes to buy more land, but I don't really think we need to. We got plenty of work to do. And if I start buying more land, my old habit's going to kick in and want to merge all the fields together and get bigger equipment, but nah, we don't want to do that. We want to keep everything on the small side. Alright, let's go ahead and put the drill down. I said put the drill, thank you, drills down. And turn it on, and let's start planting in some soybeans. Yeah, so I think maybe the field in front of us, we'll have a look at the crops again to see what else I can possibly plant over there. Now, I think I have to be soybean. I don't really want to plant anything that's going to have straw, which I don't think we can do wheat or barley. Wheat and barley is in the fall. I mean, I could put oats over there possibly, but I don't feel like bringing a baler over here just to do straw bales. So maybe we'll just put soybean over here as well. Yep, we're still approaching this field the same way as I did the first time I bought it, going up this steep incline. Once we get the headland done, it's easy sailing from here on out. Yeah, the stone pine, I would like to hopefully get them at full height by the end of the series, but I don't think so. So I want to see how many leaders they're going to bring in. They should be bringing in more than the spruce trees, even though they're not going to get as tall as a spruce tree. I may actually have to switch these at least one of these greenhouses over to me. One of the greenhouses that's making sunflowers and strawberries, I may have to switch it over to one of those be making some cotton, because we're just getting a little bit low on the stockpile at the spinnery. Because I am still going to keep running the farm as if we're going to keep farming it, even though we're not going to. Something I always do in my series, even though I know the series is coming to an end at a certain time, I just don't say, well, we don't need any more food for the animals because we won't be here. I keep farming as if I was going to be. Perfect. Oh, and just to answer another question, I think it was on a couple episodes ago, but I already recorded last episode before I saw the comment, and someone did ask about our telehandler, about the reduced speed. It's an electric telehandler, so it's not like a gas-powered one. It's not going to get up to 29 miles an hour or whatever it is, like the JCB can. Or is it LeBaire? I forgot what brand it is. It's electric telehandler, and that is the max speed. Just to show you what I'm talking about, if we go into the store and we go down, I'm pretty sure telehandlers, there we go. And this is the one we got. Max speed is 9 miles an hour on the electric one. If you go to a gas-powered, same brand, it's 18 miles an hour, and I think the JCB is 24. New Holland is 24. Yeah, so the bigger ones are 24. But the electric one maxes out at 9. The one thing that's interesting about the electric one, I use it relatively, I don't want to say a lot, but well enough to realize that the battery life in that thing is actually pretty good. And it doesn't take that long to recharge either, and it's cheap to recharge. But the only downfall is if you're... a couple times it got annoying when I just had to go from the sawmill where the straw bales are to over where the horses are over there, or the hay bales for the sheep. You can drink a cup of coffee before you get to the other side. And it's not that big of a map, but sometimes it just felt like it took forever to get over there. I think the reason why it always felt like that is because it's the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is go over and take care of the sheep, get the wool over to the spinnery, and I just want to get it done so I can get to, recording and getting some farm work done, even though that is farm work, needs to be done. I'm just glad we can take 4 pallets over at a time, that's all. So, of course, we're going to get this field seeded with soybeans today in this episode. April will probably be another episode after this. And I think with the grass fields, we are going to make hay out of them. I still got about 16 bales of hay, which I do believe is enough to get me through till the next time the grass is ready. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and make some hay. Actually, that hay may be well enough for the end of the year. I'm not too sure. But we're going to make some more hay. Because originally when I was setting my goal to have the loan paid off by the end of this farming season, I thought it was going to be really tight. I thought it was going to come down to selling silage in the wintertime, but it's looking more and more like we might have it paid off here in a couple months. I'm hoping once the planks are sold in July, that's my goal. New goal, have it paid off by then. And with selling sheep, $13,000 a day for the next 3 months, it's possible. I don't want to go by that stock time checker. It says we have enough there to pay off the loan, but we're not selling all that stuff that's over there. Like straw and hay, but the big bargain items, that's most of it. Like the fabric and the planks. Oh, that's right. I should double check. Oh, not double check, but just check on what the fabric is doing right now. $38.40. The price says it's going up. And we're looking for at least $38.70. So it could be sometime today, and we're looking at 330,000, depending on what that price goes up to. Well, it's already 330,000. Maybe we can get up to 340,000. That'd be great. And then, of course, we're still making planks. Oh, that's right. We got to take care of the sawmill today as well. Maybe not this episode, but we gotta get some wood over there. Actually, I probably should, after we get done with this, go over there and cut a tree down with a chainsaw. Leave the base for the wood splitter, and then with the telehandler, just bring the rest of the tree over so it can continue running while we cut the grass and get these fields all sown up. We'll have to go buy some fertilizer, I think. The rate of seed that I go through compared to the rate of fertilizer, it's like 5-to-1 ratio. Of course, nowadays, with everyone using sensors and scanners and all that in the farming equipment, being more precise of what they need to put in for fertilizer and seed. Unlike the old days where it probably was just a standard rate, they could guess on how much capacity of fertilizer and seed a drill needed. Now, I don't know. I know there's a few farmers that do watch the channel here. When you plant your seed, do you like to fertilize when you plant, or do you like to fertilize after the crop has at least germinated and started to grow? I'll be a little bit concerned, but maybe the fertilizer is a little bit different for farming, but I'd be a little bit nervous about the fertilizer burning the crop because of how much it's giving it. It's kind of like if for homeowners, if you ever had to plant some grass seed in the ground, most of the time I'll tell you don't fertilize the grass for a while. They don't want you burning it. All right, the question is, can I get the rest of this field done? with the fertilizer that we have. I got 38% left. Fingers crossed that I can. But I mean, I got to fill up at some point. I can't do all these fields back here with 38% of fertilizer. So, more than enough fertilizer to finish off this field, but when we leave here, we'll bring the drill with us. We'll swing into the store and we'll top it off and get it all set. And I think, yeah, soybean in the field next to us would be good. And then the other two fields will be sorghum. We still got plenty of sorghum in storage, as I mentioned, and oats. So I'll keep feeding the oats to the horses and the sorghum to the chickens for the year. Would say I'd like to get this one pass, but that's not going to happen here. This reel's not that wide. So I've already been asked, what do I plan on doing when I leave Selendra? What do I have in mind? I do have 2 gameplay options for farms. I don't have any maps picked out yet. I mean, we still got a ways to go here in Selendra. When I say a ways to go, maybe 6 to 8 episodes, maybe somewhere in there. But I don't actually have like a map saying, okay, this is the map we're going to after here. You know, a lock and change in about 3 weeks' time. But I think I got one interesting way of doing some farming. I don't want to call them challenges, but restrictions, or like we did on No Man's Land, to where what did we do there? We couldn't borrow money, or what was that one? I kind of forgot now. It's been a while. Or was that East Vineland? No, East Vineland we couldn't borrow money. I think No Man's Land we had a restriction of 200,000 was our limit, or something like that. Yeah, you know, let's top off with seed as well. I don't think I need that much seed. And you're going to fill with fertilizer, or do I have to back out the trigger? No, back out the trigger. And drive back into the trigger. There we go. And then close that on up. And yeah, as for the store here, since we're here, don't really plan on buying anything, even the wood splitter, because spending like 20 grand on the wood splitter now would be kind of not smart when we got it leased and we're paying $500 a day just to have it. I don't, you know, I may not even go over the hour usage. I'll park the drill right over here between our fields. Okay, drop that off. Let's cut across here and go get the animal trailer. We'll transport the horses over, because I don't want to forget about that. Gotta get the mature horses out of the stable that's only meant for the young ones. And there might be a couple of trips. And I think to save ourselves all some time, let me go ahead and quickly turn on the zone markers so we can see. All right, so it's by the door, which, you know, makes sense. But the way I'm in here, I kind of got myself into a corner. So The horses that are worth 3,300, those are the mature horses. So let's go ahead and move the trailer. Okay, that's one horse. Well, you can count along if you want. I won't count along. I'll try not to. Okay, so there's not as many horses in here as I thought there was. Or is it not showing the entire list? As long as when I get done, all the horses that are worth 3,300 are in the trailer. And all the ones that aren't. I said it. Okay, yeah, I think that's everything. And look at that. We maxed out our trailer as well. 3,000. Okay, yeah, they're all worth 3,300. All right, yeah, hang on, horsies, because it may be a little bit of a rough ride over. Can we make this corner here without getting into the crop? The front end doesn't want to turn. There it goes. Still gets me that I can't paint in the road there, even though we own that farmland, which is weird, but it's all right. We'll make do. Yeah, I would like to fix all the roads and smooth them out a little bit better, but the thing is, I'd have to buy all the land around the roads in order to level it out. There used to be a huge bump right here. It's still there a little bit, but we got to smooth that one out. And I didn't want to smooth them out completely. Alright, now you two can have some more friends, although maybe you two were enjoying your time alone, if you will. I still wish there was like a move all button. There we go, all the horses and all the king's men. Well, I guess I'm the only king here, because, well, no, there's Earl. Don't want to forget about Earl. Alright, let's go ahead and just park this for here for now. Okay, we don't need the zone markers on still. We're all set there. I may have to double check the stats for this stable now, because before it was just 2, and now there's 8. Nope, wrong button. Let's see here. How are we looking? So, yeah, they're probably fine for another month. Now, these 4 over here, they're out of hay. They're out of hay. Who did that? That'd be me. So I'll have to take care of that. And that'd be good because we're going to be in the telehandler here in just a moment. Come on, Stone Pine. I can hear you growing over there. All right, let's go ahead and cut down another tree. Just one to get us until the afternoon hours. And all those bases over there, we'll be bringing over to the wood splitter. Make some good money with that today at some point. Somewhere between 11 and 12,000, we hope, if we get a good load in there. I don't think the price of the wood, split wood changes, because the price of base wood doesn't change, I don't think. It's like electricity. Alright, let's cut this one like right about there. And let's see here. I think somewhere right about there would be good. We are good for wood. Yeah, so the grass fields make some hay. We'll be all set there. Alright, since the pallet forks are on here, let's go ahead and we'll grab one. Now, I will just say this. I do love this shed. The one thing I have noticed, I've done it multiple times here, is I do like the one that we use on Hinterland, the bigger barn, to where the drop-off point, or the, you know, where it goes into the shed, the trigger is over here and the spawn point is over here. Because a couple of times I have picked up a bale, and I back up just a little bit and the bale disappears because it goes back into the bale shed. So separating the trigger from the spawn point is a little bit keyed right there. Of course, part of it's on me because I know the trigger is there, but sometimes you just get farming and you back up a little bit and all of a sudden the bale disappears. Like, oh, I guess I'll just, spawn another one. But overall, I do love those mods where you can just store a whole bunch of bales in there, or pallets, or whatever you need to. The modded ones seem to work a lot better than the Giants one does. Don't know why that cuts out my engine sound over there. But no one else, I asked on Hinterland about that. I asked if anyone else had that problem with that storage shed, the base game one, of their engine sound cutting off when you get near to it. And no one said they have the same issue. So maybe it's just me. But then again, on Hinterland, I'm running a lot of, I don't want to say complicated mods, but mods that have a lot of scripts in them. So something weird could be going on there. As I found out, again, last episode of Hinterland, to where my straw production says it's out of space when there's plenty of space. So I got to figure that out. Hopefully I don't have to just remove the whole straw plant, but alright, drop that off. Let's go grab a few logs, shall we? And sounds like the sawmill is still going. So it hasn't run out yet. That's why I put the time speed down to ×1. I want to make sure that keeps up and going. Okay, let's rotate like this, like that. And I'm guessing somewhere in here will be good. Alright, first try, right? Okay, no, okay, not the first try. Maybe my manure fork wasn't all the way into the ground. And I'm guessing that's why it did that. Yeah, so nothing wrong with our telehandler only doing 9 miles an hour because that's the max speed. And really, what's made our life a lot easier here at the sawmill is having that map object hider mod to where we can hide this or take down the cement walls in between here, because I would have to go all the way around. That just makes it so much easier getting rid of those walls. Okay, manure fork is into the ground because it's picking up the telehandler. So I should be able to grab this. I'm pretty sure there's professionals out there that would grab the log grabber on the telehandler like, it works just fine. Not me, I can't really make it work. I mean, I can. It may take me like 5 or 6 tries to get the log in there. Okay, we'll just throw that there like that. Alright, we're up to 4,000 liters. That should be good for like about 10 hours or so. And now the horse over near the stable got some sheep. Got some sheep. They got some hay. Jeez. My brain quickly went from horses need hay, but the hay is mainly for the sheep, but I went to horses have sheep. Of course they do. Because that's the way it works. Alright, so not too bad to start off the month of April. We got everything up and running. Everything's looking good. We got to keep our eye on the price of the fabric. It is going up, so we'll just, keep a close eye on it, sell it as best. And it'll be a big day for the farm when we can get the loan down to like 300,000. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, how much are we getting from the planks currently? Planks down here. 240,000. So, yeah, so if we pay 340, all right, that'll get us down to like 320. And we got $240,000 in planks now. But by the time July comes around here, of course, that's going to go on up. And we're going to be selling sheep. So, yeah, I'm thinking in July when we sell the planks, our loan should be history. And that'll be great. That'll be just fantastic. And then we can really just put the money into the bank. But unfortunately, when you actually have money in the bank, you don't earn interest from the money you have in bank. You just got to pay interest on the loan. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, so if we come over to here, we should see we still got 60,000 liters of sorghum for the chickens and the horses, and just a little bit over 5,600 liters of oats. So plenty of sorghum. Yeah, so I mean, would it be wise to plant? Nice to be planting a different crop, but I don't want to do oats. Corn. Well, I can't plant corn because I don't have a planter and I don't have a header. Sunflowers, same situation. So soybean, I'm not doing sugarcane, sugar beet, sorghum, and I'm not doing, of course, grapes or olives. So looks like we're pretty much either oats, sorghum, or soybean. Well, we're planting sorghum and oats. We did oats, so might as well stick with some soybean, right? And that's what we'll do. So we got all the mature horses over here. The other two look like they're a little happier. Now they got more friends to play with. And, yeah, the young colts over there, they're probably happy that the adults are gone so they can act like kids. Possibly. I don't know. Who knows? But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you again right here in Selendra. But until then, have a good one.